Let's go. Good morning. I like it. I like it, Lisa. Okay. So yeah, SGBX is retesting that double top now. Beautiful run. Beautiful run. I like it a lot. There goes $7. I like it a lot. Good. Good, 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 good. Jay, I have nothing to say to you. Nothing at all. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Virus. Good morning. Good morning, Rob. Boom Boom. Good morning. Vena, good morning. Ron, good morning. Farah, good morning. Joseph, good morning. Good morning, Jay. Lisa, good morning. Shaftman, good morning. OT, good morning. TV, good morning. Roger, good morning. Love, good morning. Good morning, AB. AK, good morning. Floyd, good morning. That was a cool picture. That was a very cool picture. Good morning, everybody. James, bonjour. Good morning. Good morning. Xavier, good morning. Jack, good morning. YZ, good morning. Demon, good morning. Hello, hello. Yeah, this stock has been a gem, hasn't it? This thing just doesn't know when to go away. Sock Monkey, good morning. Please give me $1 for every good morning where it says. Good morning, Maris. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everybody. Thoughts on us on SOND? This one's been nice, right? Along with IVP, those are the delisting stocks, right? So the hype around these ones are that the shorts are covering before the stocks get delisted. So nice run, right? This one had a really good run earlier, so it's been nice. So of course we're gonna pay attention to it into the open. Andy, good morning. Mario, good morning. Yeah, please, GMHT. I like it. I like it. Again, the one that stands out the most for me, though, as a non-penny stock, as a stock that has history of performing, obviously it's SGBX, right? Obviously it's SGBX. Good job. Yeah, I'm like I can see a lot of you guys scalping this one for some nice gains in Discord, so that's nice. Yeah, I saw a lot of gains this morning in Discord, which is always good. BNKK looks good to you, right? Nice little run earlier, and then a dip, and it's trying to bounce up the 50, so that doesn't look too bad, right? But the goat is SGBX, obviously, right? So that looks very very nice, very very nice, right? So love it a lot. Type yes in the chat if you're holding SGBX. Because again, I know a lot of you guys have. We obviously this has been a multi-day play, right? So some of you will always, swing that stuff. Always, always. Okay, some of these other names looked interesting earlier, but they kind of look a bit weak now. Almost like the volume has been stolen. Hmm. Okay, that's annoying. 1 second. No, no, no. Okay. So those two stand out for now, right? SOND doesn't look too bad, which is good. And then yeah. So congratulations again. Someone's gonna ask me if I think everybody should be green today, and the answer is gonna be yes, huh? Also, the one stock we're missing on here for now is Nvidia. So we'll pull up Nvidia in a second. Alrighty, in a second. So the large cap stocks along with I'm just getting my all of my stuff together and then I should be good to go. Good morning, everybody. Raven, good morning. Yes, 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 yes. Love it. Cost of borrow, Vena. Yep, those are always good. They don't always play out, but they're good though. It's nice when a stock that has a high cost of borrowing, the technicals align with, right? That's always the best thing, right? It's not the high cost of borrow we're looking for. We're looking for a good chart that has, so other things come ahead of that. But yeah, this has been really nice. That was a good breakout. Good bounce off the 200 EMA, right? So again, congratulations if you played with this one. You can kind of see those candles struggling to close above $7.30. So we do need to close above that and then push into that supply zone. X, good morning. Ron, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. A, good morning. Hype, yeah. Sean, good morning. La 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 la. NXXT. Okay. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. Okay, so again, in terms of like favorite names going into the open, obviously SGBX is going to be on the list. The other ones I kind of feel like we're going to be waiting for the market to open, and then we have, we can add more stocks to the list, right? So SOND doesn't look too bad, right? I don't know if that run came in pre-market though, and now that now at the open, people will focus on something else. So, but it does look interesting. So we'll keep an eye on it. Kind of the same story for BNKK, just because it's a penny stock, right? This one needs to break above 26.50 for that next run, and then support closer to 19 cents. Cool. And then there are a whole bunch of other random names like MAGN, right? This one doesn't look too bad either. Really good support around 10.50, 10.60. So if it can stay above that level, that would be good. And then a break above 11.30. Okay, cool. Send it. Alrighty. So AUID was a nice one earlier too. I thought this thing would perform better, but obviously now it has a downtrend that it's failing at. So yeah, let's see. Cool. Scuba, good morning. Anyways, Andy, good morning. Question for you guys in the chat: what's your favorite stock going into the open? Everybody don't say SGBX. What's your favorite stock going into the open? Joya? Probably. SOND? Okay. MNDR? Okay. Hmm. I said favorite stock. BNKK? Okay. Why is PSTV your favorite stock? Allwin. IVP Shane? Sounds good. PBM? Texas? Okay. Good morning, CM. La 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 la. A few times so winner for now. Krilla. Yep. AO Regan. Mayhem. Good morning. Okay. So basically all the same names, right? So basically all the same names. SOND is gonna need to get back above 20 cents and then obviously push for that VWAP. But if not, it's gonna come back and retest 17.20. Alrighty. So we might come back and retest the bottom of the double bottom there. Or we break out. So we'll see. The S&P is nice. Why? Because King Nvidia came out and said, "Hello, guys. Hello." Right. So we talked about this quite a bit yesterday, right? Like there's not a universe in which Nvidia misses earnings, right? There's just not, right? And again, there wasn't a single person in the chat yesterday that was like, Nvidia's gonna miss earnings. No. Everybody kind of knows at this point. We've been preconditioned to think that Nvidia is gonna cook, right? And they do cook. Why? Because these guys make too much money. Like people literally throw money at Nvidia, right? Everybody just throws money at these guys. right? They're like, oh, expectations keep going up. Oh, this year we want to make, analysts are saying we're going to make 50 billion. You know what? We're going to make 57 billion. You know what? That's not even taking into account this and this and this and this. Unbelievable. Nvidia's already at a trillion. Already at multiple trillions, Raven. Unbelievable. Guidance to the moon, he said. Unbelievable. Like, I'm surprised we're not at 200. Yeah, we really needed Nvidia though. We needed Nvidia to kind of cool down some of those AI bubble talks, right? Otherwise, today would have been a disaster, like a complete disaster. Nvidia is the leader in AI, so then if people say, "Oh, Nvidia missed earnings," oof, yup, the crash is coming. So at least for now, everybody's like, "Okay, okay, let's take a deep breath. Maybe we were out of line." But we still do need to get back above 200, though. It would have been nice if this thing pushed above 200. I think the expectation was 7% up or down. We're not even there. Do better, Nvidia. Do better. Yeah. Go Jensen. Yeah, love it, man. Yup. If Nvidia missed earnings, you would have, if you were about to retire, put your retirement in the back because you're not going to retire anytime soon. But Nvidia said it's okay. You can retire. You can retire. So this looks good. Obviously, that's gonna drag the rest of the markets up, right? So the S&P is up, 1.6%. So that's really nice as well. So this thing really saved everybody. Saved everybody. Today would have been a very depressing day if not very depressing. So yeah. Anyways, everybody should be happy now. Cool. So we can focus on momentum stocks knowing that the 401k is okay too. Otherwise, stress. Stress. Unbelievable. Anyways, BNKK is retesting that downtrend there, so we really do need to get back above. So 2270, and then we can push back to 26. Alrighty. AUID is curling a little bit. SGBX, right? Clearly, we have that resistance at 730, so we do need to break above that at some point. Alrighty. Cool, cool, cool. And then a whole bunch of other random names that are really not doing very much. Whole bunch of other random stonks. So we'll see once we open. Let's go, Dan. Come on. Good morning. Nvidia, Nvidia. Come on. Maybe Nvidia can save Bull because Bull was green at least too. It's the only thing that can save it. Yeah. Good morning, Dan. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, BK. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is a happy Thursday for now, unless the market decides to give away all those gains. Watch, we celebrate, and then all of a sudden Nvidia is like, okay, you're welcome, everybody. Now let's erase violence. 5 trillion market cap. You know, only if they buy AMC and buy Mullen and buy GME and buy Bitcoin, then maybe they'll get to 2 billion. I'm kidding. Anyways, Pizza. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Shut your damn mouth. Ah. Unbelievable. Anyways, let's see if we can maybe retest the yes, virus, yes. Let's go. 53 months, guys. 53 months. See, this is why, Hut Traits is more of a family than, just stonks. Right? 53 months of goodness. Let's go, virus. Come on now. Let's go. Much love. Yeah. Okay, so again, going into the open, SGBX is probably going to be at the top of our list, unless one of these other names can take over, like BNKK or SOND. Alrighty. So yeah, we do have options. We just need something to actually perform, though. We need something to break out. MAGN is still looking okay. Like it's holding that beautiful demand zone at 1050, 1060. It just needs to get back above 1130, the VWAP. So MAGN, alrighty. And then PACS, this one had a good run too. Watch that 200 EMA at $25. Cool, cool. Yeah, BNKK looks like it wants to pop, doesn't it? I think said, let me go, please. Let me go, let me go. But yeah, SGBX still looks good. Good morning, Walter. 7:10. How much time do we have? 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Um, See, that's always an interesting question for when we're going into the open like that, because the volatility can be a little bit excessive. Alrighty. First level I'd be watching is at 680 and then all the way down to 650. Those are your next two levels on the way down. Cool. Beyond that, we need to close above 730. Alrighty. So 680, 650, we're consolidating at those two levels. If not, we need to break above $7.30 and then go from there. Yeah. Maybe yeah, Peter. It depends how green those calls are at the open, Like if your calls are like nice and green, like 100% are close, I would say take it. But if you're still kind of looking at 20%, maybe give it a second, see if they can turn it around, and pump it. But I think you should be nice and green though, like nice and green. So usually the idea is when you have like options going into like after the earnings, you usually want to sell those like right away when the market opens on a gap up. The difference is you have time though, so that's okay. Let's go. Speaking of which, let's go. Jason, guys. Jason had his biggest day in the market ever today. You know how we roast, right? Peter, the market isn't open yet, so you shouldn't be able to see that. You shouldn't see. No way. And yeah. Jason had his biggest day in pre-market today, guys. Biggest day. We roast Jason because we know Jason can cook. Right? So Jason, give me a high five. Jason's been putting in the work, right? So like we said in Discord, sometimes you see people that are succeeding and you're like, "Oh, how come they're succeeding? Oh my goodness, what are they doing? They're just when are they buying these stocks? When are they selling these stocks?" Right? You have no idea that Jason was a gold member, right? Jason has a whiteboard in his room that has a whole bunch of notes, right? And rules and a daily profit and a max stop loss, right? All of these simple things, they seem really simple, right? But this is someone that's putting in the work and seeing the results, right? So when you see stuff like that, that's amazing. That is amazing. And then you see some other people, no rules, just flying by. Anyways, so Jason, thank you very much for the super chat. You put in the work and let's keep cooking, please. Like Virus said earlier, you can either be done for the day, right? Or take smaller scalpies. You know, make sure you don't lose anything. Please and thank you. Congratulations, Jason. Thank you very much again. Let's go. Let's go, Kazion. Love it. 138 pounds. MNDR. I like it. Absolutely, Jason. This is teamwork, right? So, and again, when you see people like Jason succeeding, they're gonna help you along the way, right? If you have questions, you ask, right? We've all been there. So, yeah, when you have questions, ask. Also, put in the work. Alrighty, put in the work. Cool. Jason for president. Let's go. Yeah, love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So again, if you're struggling, just know that Jason was where you were at not that long ago, right? And you just have to keep trying and working, right? And taking smaller losses and writing down what you're struggling with and fixing it, one fix at a time. Yeah. And then become a good VIP member. Alrighty. Anyways, moving on. So it looks like Nvidia and SPY is still just kind of sitting here for now, waiting for the market to open. SOND, right? So we might actually go back down and retest that 1720. If not, we need to get back above 20 cents. BNKK support closer to 19 cents on this one already. If we want to dip, if not, your resistance is going to be closer to 26.50. Cool. We'll keep an eye on this one as well. AUID, if we can break above that VWAP at $20.20. If not, support is closer to $1.90. SGBX, obviously, we like this one a bit more, right? So your support will be closer to 680. If not, then it's $6.50, and then resistance at 730. Alrighty. And then yeah, like I said, the whole bunch of random names. We just have to see which one actually looks like it's behaving for us at the open. Cool. In 10 seconds, we open and we cook. FRGT. Yeah. Do not buy level incoming. Don't do it. Again, if you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Don't sign up for the level that says sold out, please. Alrighty, we are open. We are open. Peter, you need Jesus. This is what you need. So we're dropping to that 680. I'm not really consolidating yet, so we'll see. But again, that 680 is holding for now. Look at that. MAGM just said, thanks, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. $11.90. That's a really nice pop, actually. So that thing was sitting at a really good level. The demand zone was really nice. I don't know if anybody's holding this one, but that was a really nice demand zone. So your resistance on that thing is $12.30. So just be mindful of that. Alrighty. Nice pop though. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, so double top resistance in that thing. I'm just gonna drop a line there just for visual purposes there, just so we have it. Alrighty. SPY looks good. Nvidia is dipping a little bit. SOND, like I said, that retest of 1720. Righty. BNKK, right, was slowly creeping up to that 25 and then 26. So we'll see. And then okay. Yeah, I think Peter, that's why sometimes like getting rid of those things right away is usually the focus. But okay, so again, if you're not sure what to do at the open, guys, always make sure you just give it a second, right? So BNKK stands out for now, which is good. SOND again. A lot of you guys like this one. No consolidation yet. It looks like it's testing a double bottom, so just give it a second. Alrighty. The S&P is testing the highs of the day, so it's also resistance there though. So just be careful. Yeah, they definitely slapped Nvidia at the open there. A lot of profit taking going on there, especially with all those supply zones sitting at the top. Someone took advantage of that. Someone said thank you very much. SGBX is still holding that 680, so that's good, right? So that was the first level we were looking at, right? 680. So that level is holding for now. And let's see if we can return back to the boom skis. Yeah, no, you do. You definitely have time. There goes SGBX, guys. There it goes. Boom skis. Boom skis. Yeah. Boom skis. So we do need to close about $7.30 though. Alrighty. Boom skis. Bonjour, savoir. Bonjour, bonjour. Boom skis. So again, 680 was our first level. We held that level. We do need to close above $7.30. If not, you're basically just scalping this, it seems. Right? So because that thing has nice volatility. Anyways, looking at some of the other names again, SOND, right? Watch that double bottom closer to 17, like we said, right? So retesting the base there. So bottoms, right? So and then off the demand zone. So let's see if it stays above that level. AUID still needs to get above $2.20. I'm just gonna drop a line there at the VWAP so we can see that as resistance. BNKK, obviously you can see the resistance. We do need to break above that little supply zone. If not, we're gonna go back to 20 cents or 19. Alrighty. MAGN, that was a nice pop immediately, but kind of sitting in the middle there for now. So we need breakouts. We need breakouts. Yeah, that's how they pronounce it in Calgary. Yeah, that's how they do, George. Or do we have good news? Bonjour, bonjour. Yeah, that's how they pronounce it. uh, yeah, I'll take a look at FRGT in a second. AUID is still trying to break above that VWAP, so $2.20 then. 220. It would have been nice if that candle for SGBX actually closed above 730. Would have been very nice. PACS is bouncing off the 200 EMA, right? So PACS was the name with so again there's PACS, right? So off the 200 EMA, slowly pushing back up there. So that's nice. These were my more too expensive stocks to look at this morning. PACS and MAGN. SGBX is creeping up again, so we're looking for that 730. Yeah, Scuba, I like it a lot. Well done. Yeah. So again, you can see though that on the left hand side there, right? This level is still going to be a problem. If anything can break it though and stay above it, it would be this. So do it. Frozen says in at 699, out at 742. Good job. So you sold on that candle there then. Good job. I like it. I like it. Okay, can we just close above the damn 730 level? Yeah. 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 733. Good job, Shane. Yeah, IVP was nice. So early this morning, there was a bit of a delisting theme in the market. IVP, SOND, and then there was one more. 734. You can do it. You can do it. And things like, are you sure? Yes, you can do it. 735. I think people look at that and they're just looking at those supply zones, right? So we just made a high there. Not quite a high, like a high above the breakout, so 740 and then back down. And so those candles are still kind of stuck to. Do you have a question, Scuba, for FRGT? Oh no. Yeah, so clearly again, 730-ish is a big problem there, right? So for anybody that's taking gains, there's nothing wrong with that. We do need to close above that level. Alrighty, MAGN is curling back above the 20 there, which is good. Or back above the 50, right? But you can still see all of that redness above it. So we're gonna need to actually push. PACS is still looking good. SOND, look at that beautiful pop, guys. Look at that beautiful pop, right? Was that a beautiful pop or what? Right? Anybody buy the dip on that one there? Because I know a lot of you guys were looking at this. So I bet you some of you most likely got the dip on that one. So congratulations if you did. Alrighty. So yeah, you did wrinkled. Good jobs. Yeah, just watch that last resistance right below 20 cents there, but that would have been a nice dip buy. Also, why? Because it consolidated, right? So not just testing it, but also consolidating for a few candles. Then the risk, sometimes is worth it, right? Yeah, SOND looking good. Was it only Wrinkle that got the dipski there? That was it, Wrinkle. Just you. You're the only brave soul. Anyways, there we go. We're testing that VWAP now, so that looks nice. It's a perfect bottom. Good job, Tamina. I like that you took the gains as well, right? I like the gains. I like that you took the gains. It's a double top. It was stalling there for a little bit, right? At the open. Sometimes hesitation is a problem. So AUID is looking good too, guys. Right? So we have a whole bunch of names that are looking good. Whole bunch of names that are looking good. So we're above the 200 EMA for SOND. We're testing the view out there now. So would be nice if they can break above that level as well and cook 360. Love it. Perfect. Perfect. I like it a lot. Yeah, again, just be aware that you do have resistance up there. Yeah, Arya, good. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, right? Practice, practice, practice. I wish it was real monies, but practice, practice, practice. There we go, guys. SGBX says, hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm halted up at 799. Boom skis. Let's go. Let's go. Is SGBX the GOAT, guys? It's the GOAT. Type yes in the chat if you're holding SGBX. And if you sold SGBX, don't worry about it. It's okay too, right? If you locked in those gains, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding SGBX. Let's go. Let's go. Two. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe we need to get Ginseng to buy some shares of SGBX because let's go. So halted at 799. Was this the number one stock this morning? Probably. It's funny. Rob and I DM'd about this one, right? Rob and I DM'd about this one this morning. Almost like there was a feeling. Almost like. No, again, you didn't DM me. Rubbish. Useless good. Ah, let's go. Yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. SOND is still looking good for anybody that's in, right? Number one, keep talking about my girlfriend. Number one, right? So SOND, good double bottom, broke above the VWAP, looks really good, right? High of your next high at the very least is between 24 and 20. We'll call it 24 cents if that thing really wants to get moving. So it does need time though to consolidate above the VWAP. Alrighty, BNKK is looking good too. You can kind of see how it's slowly trending up above the 50 EMA. Like it's slowly stepping up there. But this is always a good thing, right? Usually, for the most part, creating higher lows, it does need to break above this level, though, right? Like was clearly resistance there, so that level needs to be broken, and then the vibes can come in. Cool. AIUD. This one looks okay too, right? Slow and steady. Slow and steady. PACS looks okay. MAGN, just too much resistance around $12. Felix, I knew this was coming. I knew it was coming. Should I buy now SGBX? Felix, he's kidding by the way. Yeah, kidding. Easy 300. Look at that wrinkle. Look at that wrinkle. Woo wee! Congratulations. And really good exit too, right? Good job. Those massive spikes like that are usually good for exits. So congratulations. Again, I'd like to see that thing consolidate a little bit because when you see these massive green candles, something red usually comes. So it would be nice if it consolidates above the 9 and then curls back up. So we still like that name, obviously. Obviously, that thing said, oh, 21. Don't worry, I got you again. Yeah. Shane, cook it, please. So we're waiting for that on hold for SGBX, and SOND is cooking there. Cooking. Frozen? Good. Today is one of those mornings where we're going to be like, I think everybody should be green. You know? Today's one of those mornings where I'm like, okay, everybody should be green. You know? Anyways, that was a nice retest too, wasn't it? A really nice retest. I like it. When Nvidia beats earnings like that, it has to be a good day the next day, right? It has to be. If Nvidia is gonna beat earnings, we have to cook. Yeah, we have to cook. Thomas, what are you holding? Let us know. What are you holding? So SOND and SGBX both stand out for now. 799. Run the markets. Yeah, we need Nvidia to push more, please. The S&P is going back for the highs of the day, which is beautiful. I hope we can keep these gains today, right? These are the days where we want the markets to not erase those gains. Yesterday we knew that was a bit fishy, right? When you're pumping into earnings, a big earnings report like that, it's always going to be fishy. So there goes the on hold, guys, and we're pushing for brand new highs there. So make sure you are moving those stop losses up or scaling out or whatever you need to do. Make sure you're doing that, please. Alrighty. So again, scaling out, taking some gains, moving your stop losses higher, blah 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 blah. The usual rubbish, right? So do we look good? Yeah, we look good. Do we look good? Yeah, we look good. So but you still have to make sure you're moving those stop losses higher though, just in case. Alrighty? Just in case. La 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 la. I'll post the chart for you there. I think Zion was asking for a chart for BNKK. There you go. So SGBX. $8 and 11 cents. I wanted to say $10, but no. Again, so $8 and 11 cents, 8.18 at the highest there. You can kind of see how that thing's all over the place, right? The candles at the top there. So again, just be mindful, please. Alrighty, Nvidia is so it looks like we're kind of playing with $11 there. That golden candle, I bet you doesn't help, but we'll see. Push it, push it, push it, push it. The high of the day yesterday was so after hours was $7.90. So obviously we've broken above that already, right? So obviously we've destroyed that level already. So that's really not a problem. FRGT just dropped some news: agreement to advance agentic AI initiative. Of course, every company on earth is gonna want to announce something AI today. They're gonna want to drop some AI news today. Hey, we're doing something with an AI, and also we got accepted to work on the Nvidia website. Also, blah 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 blah. Every company. Yeah, it needs to break out. It needs that volume. SOND is you can see that we're kind of stalling at the top there, so it needs to also break out. Nvidia with a nice little spike. Spy just hit brand new highs of the day. So Dan, hopefully it's only longs today for MNQ. Hopefully Dan. There may be some BS to kill those calls expiring tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. I hope not. I hope at the very least we can go sideways and keep those gains. Just kind of go sideways. At the very least, if not, pump it. Pump it. MNGM still holding the 50 EMA, so that's not horrible. Give me a high five, Sandra. Give me a high five. Come on, I'm waiting. High five. Let's go. Well done. Love it. Okay, let's see if we can break above $8 here. Come on, Matt. Give me a high five. I know you're reluctant. Give me a high five. Let's go. Well done. Yeah. Do better, please. BNKK is still trying here, right? Trying to maintain that uptrend. The volume still needs it. SOND still looking good. Looking good. Where's the boomski? Gold Nets. Come on now. Come on. Well done. Love it. If you're green for the day, type yes in the chat. If you're green for the day, type yes in the chat. Do I think everybody should be green? Yes. Do I think that every day? Yes. uh, you have to give him a low five. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Good. And if you need to walk away, Matt, and enjoy the day, build good habits now. Start now. Alrighty. If you let the monies go down, I will call your wife. Report you to ICE. Not kidding. Yeah. What is my win percentage? It could be less than 50%, but I will still win. You see, right? So win percentage is the least important thing, like the least important thing when it comes to trading. How often you win is not important, right? How you win, how you manage the trades when you're in there, way more important, right? Yeah. So don't focus on how often you win, right? Please. Okay, so these names look amazing today. SOND looks good. SGBX obviously looks amazing. Yeah, just too much resistance. Yep. Lose small, win big and thick. Exactly, virus. Exactly. Yeah, people focus on like, okay, like I need a high win rate, right? I need to win more than I lose. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Yeah, doesn't work like that. Yep, exactly, Heel. Exactly. SOND is popping, but it can't really seem to close above that 2250-ish, so it does need to, and then we can look for the highs there. But this one's done well though. That was a beautiful test of the bottom there. Look at that. That was a beautiful double bottom, right? At the open, don't FOMO, right? And again, I don't care when stocks are below the 200 EMA at the open. We've said this so many times, right? Yes, the 200 EMA is so important, the most important thing, but it's not the most important thing when the market just opened, right? The other factors that come into play, especially when it was a top name in pre-market, it's going to be in focus at the open. So when you're dropping like that and testing a double bottom and actually consolidating, right? That thing sat there for a few minutes and then rocketed up. So that's way more important. Alrighty. Now you can clearly see that there's a lot of resistance up here. So make sure you have a plan. Cool. SGBX is kind of the same thing, right? Like we're spiking back up, but clearly we can't seem to really break out. So when you see something like that, you want to be very cautious. Alrighty. Can't really seem to break out yet, right? So then we're just stalling and T-Rexing. Yeah. So we do need to break above that little spot there. Nvidia is bouncing, looking good. BNKK, just too much resistance at the top, right? Too much resistance. And SGBX is still fighting. Sid, give me a high five. A dollar move, trailing stop loss, 10 cents. High five. Love it. No, 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 no. And let her know how bad I am. No, you need to show her the when you have a good day, you need to man, build like it's almost like someone tell me what word I'm looking for here, or what phrase I'm looking for. When like you kind of try and precondition your mind to understand like the good things as well. It's not always you don't always talk about the bad things. You have to like you know you have to talk about the good things too, right? So if you're talking to your wife and you're like, damn, I'm really struggling, well, when you have a good day, go tell her too. Yeah, exactly. Renewed, yeah, something like that, right? So, and then you can leave the damn computer. You don't need to sit there for 6 hours. Yeah, brainwashing, basically. Honestly, yeah, it's brainwashing. Yeah, you need to give yourself some positive feedback. Like, you know what? I did well today. I hit my goal. I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna either paper trade or I'm gonna scale way back and still trade for a little bit, but I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day as well. This is how it's supposed to be, right? You don't just keep doing the same thing and then yeah, yeah. Yes, you can, man. Yes, you can. Well, at the very least, when we leave the stream, so do you. Alrighty, positive affirmations. Yeah, yeah. Yes, please. Again, you could clearly see the resistance for SGBX, guys, and it gave everybody the time to sell. I really like when stuff like this happens, really like it. It gives you the time for everybody to be like, okay, what am I doing here? Am I gonna sell? Okay, I have all the time. I have 5 minutes, I have 10 minutes. Okay, you know what? Here's my stop loss, right? It gave everybody the time to make that decision. And this isn't to say that we're done, because we're probably not done, right? So this might just be a retest of that last breakout, which is very common. So $7.30, right? If you look to the bottom, right? So again, let's see what happens closer to this level here. Alrighty. Just because again, that was the double top breakout spot. So it's very common that we fail and then we come back and retest that zone. Right. So you can kind of see that we're testing and trying to bounce. So hopefully Nvidia is bouncing really nicely there, almost back to that 196. Peter, are you recovering? Is it are you more green now? Better be more green. Nvidia needs to break out. We need boom skis, Nvidia. We need boom skis. For BNKK, guys, a bit of support around. So I'll keep calling it 19, right? So we'll call it 19 cents there. So let's hope we stay above 19. I like what SOND is doing. That's kind of what we talked about, right? We need to see some more consolidation above the VWAP. So stay above 20 cents for SOND. You sold? Oh, BC, you're down 150. What did you play with? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that was good though. Right. So again, SGBX just came back to retest that breakout, right? So this is becoming very common. I think, when you see stuff like this, it kind of pisses you off sometimes. Why? Because it doesn't give you the time to get in. You know it's coming, right? You know the retest is coming. It just spikes up really aggressively. So sometimes that stuff is annoying, but it works like that sometimes. And then obviously now we have the red zone up there for SGBX. So that's going to be an interesting spot too now. We need something to go boom skis. Yeah, Bull has earnings tonight. So hopefully they follow in the footsteps of yeah. Hopefully they follow in the footsteps of anyways, SOND is still looking good. We need the breakouts. Yep. Ravon, how you doing? Are you green for the day? Better be green. So again, BNKK, right? So that 19 cents is kind of holding for now. Yeah, let's hope that it actually does bounce off that level. And then we need more boom skis. Today is meant to be boom skis, guys. I hope not, Peter. I hope not. Positive. 92 and halted up. Good. Love it. Well done, Ravon. Well done. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Again, so we've tested the bottoms. Now we're trying to curl for SGBX. So we do need to get pushing above that supply zone. The S&P is hitting brand new highs of the day, guys. Almost a 2% green day, right? So yeah, let's get above 2% and then just chill there. We don't mind that. Right, guys? Right. Right. Yeah, no, I hope they beat earnings. I don't know what they're going to do for guidance. This is really the first time we're going to see Bull report earnings. So hopefully they crush it. If not, we're gonna want to speak to the manager. We are gonna want to speak to the manager. That's for sure. I'm surprised crypto is like behaving as it is today, though. I expected crypto to do more with all of that information. Crypto said, "Thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks." Yep, good and stable. Hopefully, Hopefully, I do think though they slack, right? Like they slack too much. Really, 131 million. That's it. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Anyways, SGBX guys, look at that beauty, right? Is that a perfect chart or what? So we do need to get back above that $8 and get rid of the supply zone. Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, guys. 810, beautiful. Is this the best stock today or what? Is this the best? Is this the best stock or what, guys? Is this chart like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen today? Is this the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? The most beautifulest thing you've ever seen? Beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can close above this time though and then cook. Alrighty. So we're still testing that same range. The wicks look nice. uh, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna. You sold, Matt. Give me a high five. Well done. Yeah, see, like Webull, as much as we trash Webull, Webull has their hands in so many other things that like makes them a standout company. Yeah, Robinhood is yeah. Other than the main like phase, like if you look behind the scenes, yeah, Robinhood is a cooker. You got the dip? Come on. Who else bought the dip? If you bought the dip on SGBX, type yes in the chat. Is Sandra a criminal or a criminal? A criminal, right? Love it. Matt, love it. Beautiful. Again, that was a really good retest of the previous breakout, right? Also, is Sandra a gold member, or so was Sandra a gold member for a long time? Did Sandra just have a one-on-one last week? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yes, you bought the dip. Oh, is Greg a gold member? Gold VIP? Oh, I'm kidding. Oh, is Chi a gold? Oh, interesting. Interesting. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Yeah, good job though. Good job. Again, that was a good retest of the breakout, right? So we've talked about that whole setup quite a bit. Um, what the hell did you eat today? I ate nothing. I'm telling you, I'm fueled by gains. You know? Yeah, fueled by gains. You're starting to sense a correlation. Hmm. Hmm. So people that invest in themselves, whether that is time, effort, whatever they're doing. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. So you mean to tell me that you don't just show up to the market and say, "What do I buy now?" and then you make gains? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Wow. You mean to tell me that this is like a job that I have to work and put effort in? Oh, interesting. Devin says, "What do I buy now?" You mean to tell me that I can't just follow random idiots on social media and just make money? Oh, interesting. Hmm. Wow. I thought this was easy. Wow, wow, wow. It's not? I have to work? No, thank you. Anyways, congratulations everybody, right? I like it's one of my favorite things, when I see people succeed, especially when I can see people putting in the work, right? So, some of you guys don't see it and you're like, "Oh, how come everybody else is succeeding?" Well, I get to talk to most of you, right? Whether it's DMs or like one-on-ones or I see you guys show up to the class and ask questions, right? I get to see a lot of you guys and like it really sucks when you can see someone working and it's not quite showing up yet. So when it shows up, when the gains show up, it feels amazing. Alrighty, like it's one of the best feelings. So so when you see me, super super excited, it's because I see these guys putting in a lot of work, and then I see them succeed, and there's no better feeling, you know. So yeah. Anyways, so again, $8.20 is still a bit of a problem for SGBX. SOND is still stalling at that resistance, so it really needs to break out still, right? So clearly resistance. I'm just gonna drop that line somewhere right there, right? So you can see the resistance, the T-Rex. right? Yeah. Pizza, I'm waiting till tomorrow and then I'll decide. I'm kind of tempted, but I'm not. Yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow to confirm that he's actually out. There's no rush. Yeah, let me take a look. So LFS. This one runs every other day. This one's running and halting up, right? Every other day, it's like, oh, we're running again. Funny thing is, like, the volume is never too crazy, you know. It's always a little bit of volume, and then yeah. I like that gif, Joya. Yeah, the it's either we or it's yippee. Yeah. Alma is also popping a little bit today. Greg, you're asking for that, right? It's popping a little bit. Popping a little bit. Alma. There we go, SGBX. Come on now. More please, more please, more please. More please. More please. There you go, Scuba. Spy's killing it right now. Is it actually? Yeah, no, it looks good. We need that 2%. Give us 2%. First come back down. Let's go, Vena. Yeah, so again, LFS is halted. Oh, it's on halted. There you go. Yeah, 740. Mastered la 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 la. Only 3 out of. Look at that, Matt. Matt says I keep rewatching educational videos every day. You think like the people that succeed, sometimes you think it's like just luck, You're like, oh my goodness, Matt, it must be nice. You're just making money. You're just lucky, huh? Here's Matt watching educational videos every day, right? I keep watching, I keep rewatching, not just watching, rewatching educational videos every day. It's been paying off, especially this week. I only lost 3 out of at least 20 trades this week. Oh, but Matt, I thought, how come how come Matt wasn't asking when to buy, when to sell? Oh, Matt. Alrighty, so take your time and watch the videos. If you're missing videos, upgrade to the Legend Pro level. Spend time studying. Feel luck. Matt trades 20 trades, right? Feel luck. Yep, never stop learning. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let me take a look at Alma. Yeah, we shop run. I think they do too. They have to, right? It's the only shop. Someone needs to download the app so we can see what they have to offer. Yeah, this one needs a bit more volume. LFS definitely needs a bit more volume. Again, the best stock right now is SGBX. Obviously, we need a brand new breakout. So here we go, though. $8.30. Again, if you're still in a position, think about scaling out or moving your stop losses higher, please. Yeah, cool. I'm lost. How do I get out of here? Close your eyes and count to 10. There we go. SGBX says boom skis. Boom skis. I'm lost. uh, Close your eyes, count to 10. Virus will find you. So, yeah, some really nice pops on our SGBX here, which we like. Which we like. Yeah, we just need the candles to stop being a little bit crazy. Yes, yes, pizza. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, these candles are wild, guys. Wild, wild, wild. You could tell like our next resistance from that previous run was $8.50, right? That's why those two lines are really close to that, right? These two lines are together because that range, that entire range, is been a problem, right? So there's not a supply zone there, but when you zoom out, you can see that that level is a problem. So we need to close above 850, and then where's our next line? It looks like we don't have one, so we must have topped at 850 then the last time. So break above 850 and then $10. I'm kidding. Not kidding. Yeah, there we go. 840. Weakness on this one, right? Not a whole lot happening. LFS again, like I said, it needs more volume and it needs to break above 750. Alrighty, so that's going to be your resistance. SOND, guys, that thing gave you so much time to sell your take gains. You could see the stalling. Like, how much T-Rexing do you want? You want the T-Rex to eat you alive and then spit you out and then eat you again, right? You can see a lot of resistance out there. So easy to manage. Back to SGBX. Why? Because it's the favorite, right? It is the best stock in the market right now, SGBX. The best. I just wanted to move that so you can see the, you know, love it. If you're still holding SGBX, type yes in the chat. If you're still holding SGBX, type yes in the chat. Unbelievable. Here comes $8.70, guys. Beautiful. Again, the stock might only be up 43%, but this has been a really nice run, and it's not the first day that it's running, right? So here comes $8.80, 8.90. So once we broke above that 8.50, well, I mean the rest is history. So let's see if we can consolidate above them. Yes, 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 yes. Well done, everybody. Well done, well done, well done. Anthony, $7. Love it. Thomas, there you go. Finally, finally, Thomas. Finally, there you go. There you go. Let's go, Rivato. Welcome to the community, River. Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm gonna get you an invite link here. Alrighty. So again, River, welcome to the community. Click this link at the bottom of the chat, the yellow link. It's going to take you straight to Discord. Alrighty. Then just follow the steps in the getting started channel and then you should be good to go. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The perfect caught for me is when Rob on the stock, which is triggered by the bot in Kazion. You're saying a good thing, but I don't know if I understand. But good. Let's go. Kept it tight frozen. Good. Especially when you're buying this high, you have to keep it tight, right? If you buy the damn stock at 850 and you're just sitting there and staring at the sky, next thing you're gonna know, that you're gonna look around and you're gonna hear this sound in your head.
Jaden has $1 bill, 1 quarter, and 2 pennies. How much money does he have? Jaden broke.
So if you don't have a plan, you're gonna end up like Jaden. So especially when you're buying at the highs of the day, right? The breakouts are fine, right? But if you're buying at the highs of the day without a plan, you're gonna end up like Jaden. You know? Let's go, Jaden. Let's go. If you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Make sure you sign up for one of the levels that that don't say sold out, please. Alrighty. So if you want to join us, you're missing out if you're not. If you want to join us, click that link, sign up for one of the levels that don't say sold out, and come join us. Dante says, I've been watching for a few weeks. I have stocks to trade, and with this, I think it'll make me better. Well, I want to tell you, Dante, that we have a whole bunch of members that were at S. We actually started making fun of the whole STT thing, right? So because they just weren't getting the help. And they said, you know what, screw this, I'm leaving and coming to Hot Trades, and they've done way better, right? You want to know how much stocks to trades was charging them? Yeah, thousands of dollars, and they still weren't learning anything, right? So When I tell you that our membership is cheap, yeah, compare that to the membership you're paying over there, and come back and let us know, right? And you're still not learning anything. Yeah. So yep. Meeting some resistance. Set a stop loss. Candles. Yep. Exactly. Parity. Yeah. Exactly. Time to raise the price. Is it time to raise the membership fee, guys, for the new people? Let's vote in the chat. I'm shaking my head no, by the way. But is it time to raise the price? I know says no. Jason says no. Yeah. Luna, some of us are broke. You know why Luna is saying that? Because Luna is a lifetime member. Luna never has to worry about paying for anything. That's why. That's why she's saying that. You know? Because she's a lifetime member. She doesn't care if the price goes up, if the price goes wherever, she doesn't care. That's it. By the way, when's the lifetime gold membership happening? Well, well, anyways, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So we're testing brand new highs of the day, guys. $8.90 for SGBX. So this looks sweet. Sweet. No, no. When we say raising the price wouldn't go up for the people that have the membership already. The price would only go up for new people. So if that ever happened, yeah, it would only go up for the new people, not the people that are already members. So whenever we raise the price, it doesn't change for yeah yeah yeah. No, the gold membership is not available. Yeah. See, that's a spot where Luna has already benefited, right? Like if the price goes from gold and now goes to gold VIP, Luna still gets one-on-ones, but like it's already done, So, anyways, moving on. Oh no 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 no. Oh, KZ on MNDR. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job. I just joined, got in for a steal. Megan, no, don't worry about it. Your price would yeah. No, that was LT. That was just for classes for special classes. Yeah. Black Friday deal. Price goes up. Yep, exactly. No, we'll do a Black Friday thing on the lifetime membership. Alrighty, we'll do that later. I mean, we've already done it, so if that's something you're interested in, you can DM. But yeah, I might not have been posted because yeah. But yeah, like I said though, next year we're not gonna have a lifetime membership. We're just gonna get it over with this year, and then just move on. No more lifetime memberships. Alrighty, so once we do like Black Friday, so maybe I'll post it this weekend. But once we do that, we're kind of done, right? So um, we're just gonna delete the lifetime membership thing. So people that have it. People that don't have it, just sign up on YouTube. Don't bug me, please. Yeah. Village is waiting for food. When are the goats getting sacrificed? Yeah, let me zoom out really quickly, guys. It looks like we're about to make a brand new high on SGBX. I just want to see what the daily looks like. Yeah, see. So we have that last high there, but then our next resistance isn't all the way to like $10, right? $10 and beyond. So if you drop a line on the daily, you're gonna see that line is closer to 1050, right? So yeah, it seems like a random number, but it's actually a double top on the daily, right? So we're obviously breaking out here, right? So that looks very nice. Look at this beautiful thing, guys. Look at this beautiful thing. Oh my days. Oh my days. Look at that beautiful thing. Ooh wee. Look at that beautiful thing. Look at that beautiful thing go. Sandra, stop smiling. I can see your teeth from here, please. I can see your teeth from here, Sandra. Come on now. Love it. Okay, there we go. Love it. Again, type yes in the chat if you're still holding SGBX. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding SGBX. So $9.25. Like I said, if you zoom out, your resistance doesn't come to or closer to $10, but that doesn't mean you just sit there and watch it, right? You have to keep moving those stop losses higher. Alrighty. So I like it. I like it a lot. You're killing it with SGVX, Peter. Good. Well done. You're afraid to get back in? You've made monies though, right? That's okay if you're scared to get back in. There's nothing wrong with that. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Some again, just because we're so high, right? You just want to make sure that you're scaling out, or at the very least, moving those stop losses higher. You don't want to end up losing those gains because you're, just greedy. Alrighty. Cool. Let's see. And like I said, though, yeah, like I said, I might not even post the lifetime membership sale. Probably, I don't know, might not do it. But if that's something you're interested in, you could always send me a DM or send Rob a DM. Alrighty. But so if I don't post it, don't yeah. And also, like, if you there's I think most people just ask for like the lifetime goat, right? You could also look for the lifetime, like, there's also a lifetime legends membership, right? So yeah, you could also do the like if that's something you're interested in, right? Because there's two lifetime memberships, right? There's a lifetime goat that comes with the one-on-ones, then there's the lifetime, like, just legend membership, right? So like that just covers your Discord membership, and then you're good to go, right? So that would be good too. uh if you're not a member, then just send me an email hotratesx@gmail. Yeah. Alrighty. So maybe that'll be confusing, so maybe I'll post it later. Yeah. Alrighty. So I'll post that later. Cool. Okay. Anyways, some dips on the markets there because of Nvidia. Yeah. Yogi, you've just been scalping Nvidia 193. You've missed the train. That's okay though, as long as you're scalping this and making monies, because that's a pretty sweet demand zone there, Yogi. And I bet you're going heavy and jumping out nicely. So that's good. Yeah, that's nice. So maybe at some point we can come back and retest again, guys, just like we did earlier, right? So we have a double top, and we did that early as well, right? So you can kind of see that this level at the bottom there was a bit of a breakout too, right? If you go down far enough, right? So breakout, retest, another breakout, another retest. So we haven't quite retested the new levels, so I bet you this is it coming now, right? So there it goes, right? So this is why we say, as much as we have room to $10 and beyond, you want to make sure you're scaling out, or at least moving your stop losses higher. Yeah. See you another day. 33 cents reverse split. La 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 la. Bought and sold at la 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 la. 41. At the very least, you came back from that though, man. Right? Yeah. Do you have a senior citizens discount on the lifetime membership, Chris? Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Moving on. Alma looks good, doesn't it? Right? Slow and steady. Alma. Not bad. SOND, is it trying? Yeah, I finally hit a bit of a that almost like that same demand zone we had earlier. Shah, right? Senior citizens, really. Uh, yeah, LFS is trying, still trying to break out. That 750 is still resistance. Uh, yeah. uh, with the signature on it, Rob, with the signature, Yeah, no discounts on Ferraris. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, looks like we're coming back for that retest, which I don't think anybody should be surprised by this. 83. There it goes, right? So that thing is getting slapped there from $9.30 all the way back below $8, right? So quite the dip, right? Quite the dip. So yeah, quite the dip ski. Surprise, surprise. No, not really. Exactly, right? So again, the dip had to come at some point. You move your stop loss up or you scale out on the way up. It's halted down now, right? So you have to secure those gains, right? Have to. Yes, it's yeah, we're halted down. Tiffany says yes, slap it. Some people wanted to keep pumping. Some people are like, please come back down. Please get slapped. Give me some discounts. Unbelievable. Find us a new stock. Well, let's see what this one on Halton does though. Alrighty. LFS obviously can't seem to break out yet. So until we break above that 750, I don't think we're quite ready for this one to be the stock, right? SOND doesn't look bad just because we're still holding that same demand zone. And AUAI just hasn't done anything today. Alma is going to be a bit interesting, but it's going to be slow. So I don't know if this one's going to take over. I doubt it, but we'll see what happens when SGBX gets unhalted. Alrighty. Virus says, Blaze, next person to send 9.99 or $10 super chat gets a month membership. Let's go, Virus. Come on. Virus is giving away a free month of membership, guys. A free month of membership. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Virus, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think we want to keep an eye on LFS just because it has that history of crazy boom skis, right? Yeah, crazy boom skis. Yeah, Santa virus. Let's go. Hashtag trended Raven. Hashtag trended. We shop. I'll take a look. I'm surprised We Shop hasn't died yet. WSHP. Like how, how? Duck Hunter, let's go. He did it. He did it. Mr. Duck, send me an email, okay? Email hotratesx@gmail. Please include your Discord username in the email. So again, thank you very much, Virus. And someone say free month. Let's go. So send me an email. Please include your Discord username in the email, and then I'll send you an invite. Yeah. Like I find it so crazy how this thing just keeps going back to 200. Every time you get close to I don't know, like it's very impressive. The volume is ridiculous though. 24,000 shares, guys. Like this volume is rubbish, but somehow it keeps coming back. But the stock is up 900%, guys. 900%. You see that? 900% craziness. I mean, are we surprised though? They sell everything, so have you ever seen a stock where you could buy everything on their website? Everything. The S&P is coming back really nicely, so that's good. We still need that 2% green day. SGBX is still halted down, guys, so we're waiting for that on halt. Make it count. Forced to hold overnight because I just did half a share. Let's go, Megan. There you go. It's rewarding you. Hopefully you're in not at above 200 though. Hopefully, hopefully. Yeah, like I said, I think we want to keep an eye on LFS because this thing has a history of like dipping and not going away. So this might be Bilal's next target if SGBX doesn't behave. Yeah, let's see what that thing does in the on halt, and then we'll go from there. Ven has been cooking, Rob, cooking. Last night for the first time, boiler room, stonks, stonks. Mm. Tesla's running. Yeah, no, the entire market should be running really nicely today. The entire market should be running today. No, 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 no. Okay. On halts at SGBX. So obviously we're going to need to consolidate somewhere. Maybe it's up the view app, 770. Let's go, Mike. Come on, give me a high five. In at $7.30, out at $8.80. Come on, Mike. High five. Come on. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe we really do want to come all the way back down to that same bottom again, right? So consolidation is important, guys. Really, really important, right? Really, really important. Unless you're just willing to take the gamble, which I mean you can, but yeah, consolidation is important. Yeah, Yogi, that was a very good trade. Yeah, very, very good. I like that a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. No, 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 no. Yeah, so let's see if we can stay above the same level from last time. Between 750 and 730. I wish that 200 EMA was a little bit higher, but yeah, between 730 and 750 there. Let's see if we stay above for SGBX. Alrighty, like I said, you have to keep an eye on LFS just because it has that history of doing some crazy things, right? So $7.50 we need to break and close above, and then push it, push it, push it, push it. The boiler room, I don't remember honestly. It sounds very familiar. I don't remember. I think my favorite stock movie is I mean there are quite a few actually. As soon as I said that, I'm like, oh, there are quite a few. Yeah, I like Trading Places too. It's just a nice simple movie, Yeah, but it was funny with Eddie Murphy. And obviously, there's the Wolf of Wall Street. There are a whole bunch of really good movies. Right, Wolf of Wall Street, I think was yeah, like general overall like better movie. Trading Places was just yeah, no. Mm-mm. $7.80 LFS. That is looking good, guys. Top five, probably, yeah. The Big Short, yeah, that's another good one too. Right? That one was a little bit different though because yeah, you know, looking good. Yeah, you always have to pay attention to Billions. Yeah, Billions probably yeah, stock market best TV show. Probably top. Again, you always have to keep an eye on LFS. Always have to keep an eye on LFS. Always. There we go. Boom skis. Boom skis. LFS. Type yes in the chat if you took a position in LFS. Type yes in the chat if you took a position in LFS. because you just cooked there to the supply zone. Alrighty. This thing has a history of pumping and dumping hard though, so make sure you're not staying in there and diamond handing. 850 next little wall there. So Bilal, are you happy? See, you wanted a brand new stock, Bilal. You wanted a new stock. If you're interested in Tubi, okay. Tubi is a nice little app. 840. Yeah, it comes at 850, guys. They will tomorrow, and then into the weekend, and then into Thanksgiving. Black Friday deals for TradingView. Let's go, Virus. I thought we were trending it. One more for the next person to set 99 or $10. Come on. Virus is Santa today, guys. Virus is Santa today. Virus says, you know what? Everybody, let's do it. Let's go. Virus. Love it. Let's go. Mm. So again, so $8.50. Alrighty, so be careful up there, please. Pretty please. Alrighty. Yeah, let's go, Virus. Thank you. Hashtag trend it. So again, hopefully you're taking your gains. This is not the type of stock where you diamond hand. This is the type of stock where you get in and you're like, oh, thank you very much, and you run away. Ready? Doc Hunter, I see you. Perfect. I'll send you. Okay, perfect. Sees it. I've been praying for Bull. Virus. I hope he sees it too. You know. Hope. Yeah. I hope. Please. We could use some boomskis in the name of Virus. You know, pretty please. Anyways, SGBX is holding that level. Let's go, Laura. Good morning. Good morning. Are you enjoying the gains this morning? I hope you are. So again, 750 to 730 for SGBX. Hopefully, we can stay above that level. Alrighty. We Shop is still holding up there, so that's nice. We need to get back above. And then let's go. Xavier says, I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. Xavier, congratulations. Alrighty. Send me a DM in Discord. Because you're a member. Send me a DM in Discord. Yeah. Trying a little bit of consolidation, Yogi, and then a bit of a golden candle. The problem here though is that VWAP. So we need to close above the VWAP. That's always the toughest thing, getting into a position right below the VWAP. It needs to get above it. But not a horrible spot. Right? LFS failed at 750 and then basically came back 850 and then came back to retest 750. Right? So in between the range. Yeah. Let's go. Do we stream every day? Yeah, we stream every day, except for the weekends. And then in the past, we used to stream on the weekends too. Yeah, so Xavier, congratulations. Send me a DM. And then, alrighty. So Doc Hunter, I just sent you an email back. So that was a beautiful test and bounce, wasn't it? LFS is okay. Actually, you don't need to respond to that email you don't need to respond to that. By the way, Doc Hunter, because I found you. There you go. You're good to go. Your membership is good to go, Madison. So thank you again very much, Virus. Yeah. Here we go again, guys. Here we go again. Blah, you're looking for the next stop. The next stop was right there. So again, 850 resistance. Nice retest and a bounce. Now it needs to break out again above 850. LFS. SGBX is still holding that range, which is nice, right? So we're holding. But we need to get back above the VWAP. That's going to be the test there. SOND, guys, this was always a stock that was getting delisted. So when you see it struggling, you don't stay there. Alrighty. Yeah. What's your position, Jacob, in any of those names, NBIS or IREN? They both should be nice and green today, right? I just don't know what your question actually is. So we need SGBX to start bouncing up the VWAP there, reclaim the VWAP, and we need LFS to break above 850. The S&P is back to the highs of the day, which is really nice, actually. Right, really impressive. We're really close to that 2%. So pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Are we gonna go boomski now, LFS? When boomskis? 670, 673 Angel. Good job. Stay green. Move your stop loss. 850. You can do it. So this level has been a problem for some time now, right? If you go back to last week, so Tuesday, actually, was it this week? It was this week, wasn't it? When we had that run, yeah, you had that double top there too. So we still need to break above that level from last week, from early this week. Play 1593. Okay, I don't like what it's doing at all. Right, try and stay above 15 cents though, please. SGBX is finally curling up the bottom there, right? So a lot of you guys were waiting for opportunities, dipskis. Well, we came back for another retest and it's trying to hold. So we finally reclaimed the VWAP, so that's good. Pump it, please. Pump it, please. Right? Does SGBX look good? Looks good, doesn't it? Nice bounce, right? So when someone's saying, "Oh, but Blaze, I don't know what consolidation looks like," I don't know. What does consolidation mean? Do I just catch the knife on the way down? Cloud, well done. Good job. Give me a high five. What does consolidation look like, guys? Oh my goodness. Do I just buy the stock on the way down? Don't catch a knife on the way down. Do not catch a knife on the way down. Eat off the floor, please. Alrighty? In real life, you don't want to be eating off the floor. Otherwise, someone's gonna report you to ICE. In the stock market, you want to eat off the floor. I'm gonna have to mute you. What does consolidation look like? Oh, you mean to tell me that we knew this level was a bit of support because of the previous level? And then also, you don't have to buy there, but you got the golden candle, and then you got consolidation, and now we're bouncing back to $8. But I thought this was luck, you know? It is sometimes luck. But you have to do the right things to get lucky, right? You know what I mean? So, anyways, Virtuous, come join us in Discord. Stop slacking. Do yourself a favor. You keep up this behavior in 100 years, 200 years. Let's give you more time, right? In 200 years, when you're dead and gone, your grandkids are gonna look around and say, all the people who are joining Discord, my granddad was busy asking for. Anyways, what was my granddad doing? Instead of, unbelievable. While other people's parents were buying land, buying Nvidia, buying shares in AMC, buying Discord memberships. My granddad was here looking at the sky. Ah, unbelievable. I'm kidding, by the way. Anyways, yeah, no, solid bounce off that level. And then LFS, you can clearly see the resistance. So we do need to break above that level for the next run. If not, we're going to go back down to 750. Ready? So 850 versus 750, support versus resistance. Cool. SGBX is reclaiming $8. We need more boomskis though. If you bought up the bottom there, stay green, right? So stay green. Your job in the market is to pick the right entry and manage the position, right? Your job is not to predict how high you're gonna get, because we don't know that, right? You could easily buy up the bottom and we go up $10. You could buy and we go up 20 cents. You don't know that. So if you bought off the bottom, right, and you're 50 cents higher, well, put your stop loss somewhere. Cool. And then go from there. Yeah, this one's still having a bit of an issue there. SPY is still sitting at that double top at 75.50-ish. So SPY needs to give us a breakout. I feel like SPY is waiting for Nvidia to reclaim the 200 EMA. Nvidia is surprisingly slacking, but SPY is super strong there, so it looks like it wants to break out. We shop is still, I don't know how. Yeah, we shop still looks okay there. A bit of a dip in this one, and then SOND is trying to crawl. So try and stay above 15 cents on this one if you're still playing with it, please. Don't get begged. Otherwise, you're going to be celebrating Christmas with those people in jail, specifically the ICE jail. Anyways, we're back above $8 in this one. Mm. No, 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 no. Okay. Come on. Send it, send it, send it, send it. We need something else to break out now. Looking for new products to sell. That has to be one of the greatest business models I've ever seen, Virus. It might be a scam, but it's the greatest business. Uh, how they came up with that? Only a genius could come up with that. Unbelievable. Yeah, all in one. I was about to say that's the only thing they're missing now. One of these days, we're gonna see that stock at $2 and be like, "Well, we knew it was coming." Or we're gonna see that at $1,000 and be like, "Well, uh, there's so much upside and so much downside on that stock." Raven, that's funny. Yep, they're gonna be selling sold out memberships on that website. Don't worry, it's sold out on Hot Trades. Don't worry, we got you. You can buy sold out memberships over here. Okay, one of these two stocks needs to break out. SGBT or LFS. One of these two levels need to break out. 752, 795, tight on SGBX. Well done. That was a really good scalp. Well done, well done. It looks like it wants to push more, but the fact that we're stalling there, good job on that. Good scalp. Good scalp. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Please and thank you. Alrighty, take a second and smash a like. Let's get to 200 likes, guys. Again, less than half of you guys have smashed a like, even though we're making monies. Less than half. So take a second, smash a like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. No, 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 no. And went to jail. Martin, yep. See, we need virtues to not do things like that. I'm gonna delete this line here. It's in the way. So again, SGBX looks like it wants to pop, but there's a lot of stalling there right above $8. So it's gonna need to break above first. If not, we're gonna come back down. If not, break. No, 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 no. Okay. Sounds good. Breakfast. 2 breakfast burritos with fluffy scrambled eggs, chorizo, crispy diced potatoes. Ah. You like how he described every component of it? Like, oh, it's melty, Monterey Jack cheese. Like he just described everything. Really, Dan? Who asked you for your breakfast? Who asked you? Who asked if the cheese was melty or not? Oh, that sounds amazing, though. That sounds like an amazing breakfast. Yeah, I could immediately feel like a grumble, you know? Ah. Oh my goodness, Raven. Pictures in the food channel. You know what? We were all wanting to know. Jason, that sounds amazing. Dan, bon appetit. No, Red, just watching the show from the hospital bed, 6 weeks of recovery, and back to cooking. Blake, okay, sounds good. Recover quickly and come back so we can cook, please. Righty. I'm glad you included the detail. uh, uh. Luna, enjoy the jog. Alrighty, good job. Yeah, just too much stalling for SGBX there. So at some point, that thing needs to break out if it wants to push again. And then we're coming back for a retest of that 750 for LFS. So let's see if we can retest and hold. SOND is still consolidating, right? Trying to curl, which is nice. So holding that 15 cents is good. So stay above, please. Stop loss hit 7.9 frozen. Okay. Yeah, there's just too much stalling there, right? Too much stalling. You know what's interesting is the gold candle predicted both, which is amazing, right? So now we're coming all the way back down. Again, consolidation is key, right? You don't just sit there and say, "Oh, let me just jump in because no, 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 no." Right? It has to prove to you why it deserves your money, right? Imagine you're in Shark Tank, right? You're sitting on one of those chairs on Shark Tank, right? And the stock comes through, and it's like, why do you deserve my money, right? You don't just jump in. Look at that, right? Look at that slap. You never just sit there and say, oh, but I just want to buy because it's a discount. Oh my gosh, do I just buy it because we were here last time and we bounced and I'm gonna buy it again? No, you don't do that ever, right? The stock needs to prove to you why it deserves your money, whether that's consolidating or this or that, right? So when it's dropping, you don't just go jumping in. You're gonna find yourself under the bridge naked, asking why nobody loves you. Alrighty. uh, Cereal people are eating real food. Kevin, do better, please. Do better. It almost feels like the whole market got slapped, you know? Like everything got slapped except for one stock, which is the next one that people seem to be rotating to, right? LFS. Another bounce of 750, but clearly we have a lot of resistance. Clearly we have a lot of resistance up there. So that level needs to be broken, and then we can start to move. Mm-mm. Nurse. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. When you're friends with people like Virus, you don't know the type of things that come out of your mouth sometimes. Yeah. Virus has been a member for 53 months, so is Dan. So is Peter. You see the things that come out of these people's mouths? So don't blame me, blame them. Memories. Yep. So again, supply and this one's still dipping, right? You need that consolidation. And if it doesn't consolidate or reclaim the 200 EMA, well, you know, SGBX was a beautiful stock, right? We'll see you next time. This is business. Ah, anyways. Mm, 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 mm. Come on, give us that breakout. Base. Uh, I don't know why that was auto corrected, but come on now, give us that breakout, LFS. Type yes in the chat if you're holding LFS. Again, there's a lot of resistance at 850. Type yes in the chat if you bought the dip skis on LFS. Yeah, there's just too much resistance there. So you're almost having to scalp it, right? Almost having to scalp that thing. But the range is nice. Just again, that resistance doesn't want to go away. Yes, 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 Angel, CM, Desmond. Yeah. Right. So just a lot of resistance up there. Right? A lot of resistance. SGBX needs to consolidate. Still holding up. SOND, yeah, trying to. And yeah, Brennan, stay green. Is it done, Champagne? I don't think we can say SGBX is quite done yet, right? Yes, anything that goes below the 200 EMA, we technically like want to stay away from it, right? But I would give this thing a second, see if it creates a brand new low or if we get higher lows. Ready? If we bounce a little bit and we create a brand new low, probably done. Ready? But if we can create up low and start creating some highs, then SOND, nice little consolidation of the bottom there, and it's popping back up. So it's trying to curl, right? Trying to curl SOND. Anybody holding SOND up the bottoms there? Not bad, right? LFS, again, we like this one. It just has a lot of resistance there. Yeah, Greg, that's silly though, right? That's silly behavior. I feel like I have anger issues, Sometimes I wonder, like, sometimes I feel like I would actually slap someone in person. But mm, 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 mm. And I don't know, Raven. I don't know. Yeah, begin. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. uh, yeah. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Okay, can we get a breakout? What am I looking at? All win, right? What am I looking at? What's your question? EPSM. Sure, let's take a look. EPSM. Bilal, if Jesus said today, I'm coming back to save my people, he would leave you behind. You know that, right? You know that. I'm kidding. Watch 275. Cool. Back to LFS. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here we go. Here we go. Come on now. Uh Shane, you send me a message? Okay, I'll take a look. So yeah, 750 is still a bit of a problem. Ah, unbelievable. Ah, I'm kidding, Bilal. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, no. Watch the 50 on the view app. So it's 275. Alrighty. Hopefully it stays above that level. uh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The only reason I asked that, Bilal, is because that thing was still dropping, right? Coming off a fat red zone. And of all the stocks you could find, the one you could have scalped that we told you of, you could have scalped this one already and made some nice money and ran, Bilal. It was a nice retest to 6 to 7 from that high all the way back down. You could have made nice monies on this, but instead, no. But I'm kidding though, right? So as long as that thing can stay above 275, stay above the VWAP, and you're okay. Alrighty, they can stay above that level, you're completely okay. SGBX is slowly bouncing here, so from 650 back to $7. So nice little bounce. If anybody's scalped that. On that, oh, that's why. Okay, that was a good alert then. Yeah. So as long as you stay above that level, you should be okay. Nvidia is dragging the markets down. The entire market's dipping now. Spies at the lows of the day. Market open lows. So is Nvidia though. So they're both identical charts. Identical charts. Regan, yeah, no, really important, right? Really, really important. Really, really important. 706, 707. Yeah, this thing would need to reclaim that 200 EMA to look good again. For now, though, if we break below 650, SGBX might be done for the day. Uh, the only way that this wouldn't be done is maybe because this is not the first day that it's ran. Yeah, is it halted down? Yeah, look at that, right? So 750 resistance, right? Just way too much. So a lot of selling going on there, right? So when you get to levels like that, you really want to consider taking those gains or moving that stop loss up, right? Really, really want to do that, right? So also the golden candle in a red zone, closing below 850. Right? So yeah. How do you practice patience? Raven says you take a gummy. Take a gummy. I think sometimes patience will come from um, the more you look at 1 second. The more you look at um, like the more you look at the markets and you realize that, like, if you're patient enough, you have more success. or like if you're patient and you stick to a specific strategy, you have more success than not. Less stress in your life, it's gonna come naturally, you know. So instead of rushing into everything and stressing and all of that other stuff, like yeah, uh, yeah, right. So the more success you see, the more you're gonna realize that hey, you know what? Like I really don't need to be rushing into all of these plays, right? One play, if I'm extremely, if I'm patient and I wait for my setup on one of these plays, well, I can make my daily goal and be done, right? Rather than chasing every penny. Play 99, yes, it was consolidating off the bottom and then popped, so it has to stay above 15 cents. Uh, Frozen, good job, like good job, alrighty, yeah, I like it. Good. So you got in at 680 and then your stop loss hit at 691, right? So that stock was at $7.10. Then you put your stop loss at 690, 691. Good job. That's perfect. Sometimes like making that 10 cents, it doesn't feel like you're but it's a huge, like it's amazing. Feels amazing. Feels amazing. Interesting. Okay. There goes the drop skis, right? So basically ran to retest the kernel and then reject it. Good. Frozen? Good. Good. Good job. EPSM, look at that. That thing actually curled up the 50 EMA there, Bilal, right? Back into the red zone. So looks like Jesus is gonna take you after all. uh yeah, so again, 50 in the VWAP and then the golden candle. Yeah. And then it popped back into the supply zone. So that alert you said was actually a good alert. Yeah. Jesus is gone already. Yeah, that was a nice bottom there. That thing said, Bilal, you should have taken that position. Yeah. Damn, what the hell happened to that thing? Oh my goodness. EPSM is halted up. Damn. Yeah. That thing's like, excuse you. Next time, don't roast me, please. Sheesh. Uh, okay. Uh, no, 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 no. Let's go. No, 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 no. Oh, yeah. Okay. No. Okay. One second. I just need to fix this really quickly. Okay. The just trade which is good. I feel like Yep. Bala? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Uh, Vala? Yes. Just keep building brick by brick. Exactly. AO 808, welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, that was a really nice pop, Bala. Really nice pop. LFS is still halted down, right? Really good pop, and then obviously that resistance. So now you're looking to see if it consolidates around 750. Um, SGBX is still looking weak, guys, right? So it's very common that these things will bounce, consolidate, and bounce, and then get close to the 200 and then fail, and then brand new lows of the day. But the stock has still been a gem today. So um, yeah. So again, I really hope that everybody took the gains on this, please, right? If you took your gains on SGBX, type yes in the chat. Everybody better say yes. Yeah. Is this? Yeah, everybody better say yes, right? I hope everybody took the gains on that thing. Yep. More than once. Yep. Many times. I like it. Yeah. There was no reason. There's no reason at all. Zero. Right? To have a stock at $9.30, drop all the way to $6.20 and still be in there. Zero. Unless you're just greedy. Then that's a different story. Yeah. Torn, good jobs. Well done. I like it. Yeah, everybody should have locked in their gains on that, right? Whether you took the gains on the way up or you moved your stop loss up, this is why we say put that stop loss. Because sometimes it's hard to like for you to push that button, isn't it? It's so hard. Like it's really difficult to push that button. So I'd rather you put the damn stop loss than and look at that thing right now. That thing looks nasty, doesn't it? Nastiness. But this was nice. Right? Everybody should have made monies on this and been done, right? So there you go, James. Yeah, out at almost $9. Now it's below $6, right? So importance of having those stop losses and taking gains because we don't run these stocks, right? Um, you know, the day your mom or dad works as a janitor or the CEO of this company, then you can diamond hand it. Until then, keep scalping them. Yeah, there you go, Shane. Exactly, right? So we can hope to see $10, but that stop loss still needs to be in there in case it doesn't happen. Yeah. Vena? Yeah, no, for sure. That was a great 2 day dates. Yeah, Matt. Love it. Look at that. Now they're slapping it, right? Bye bye. Yeah. Um Nvidia does not look good at all. Damn, look at that. We're about to go below 190. SPY is looking super suspicious too, right? Pretty weak price action here. If we drop, oh, look at that pop. If we drop, those AI bubble talks are gonna come back again. Damn. Yeah. Bilal, something was telling you. Something was telling you that this would uh okay, there we go. 28 before and then uh yeah, that's quite the sell off there. Look at the markets, guys. Damn. Nvidia and SPY. Sheesh. When's a possible market drop? Why is the Fed warning of a market drop? Why? Fed's Cook warns a possible market drop. Fed Governor Lisa Cook warned that high valuations in stocks. It is not your job to warn people about the stock market, Lisa Cook. It's your job to go do something else, which clearly you're not doing. Why? Since when did the Fed start saying, "Oh, This is why people in that position should not, like, they need to sit quiet in a corner somewhere. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Since when? The Fed governor. No one that Powell wanted to fire that lady, you know? Did the lady get fired? Probably not, huh? uh, Bala, I know. Same logic. This whole. Yep. Yep. I just don't think the Fed should be. Yeah, exactly, Dan. I think it's just. I mean, Laura is smiling though, because Laura had some puts. Laura is smiling. Spies below 670 now. From 670, almost 676. If we erase all of these gains, I think that'd be crazy. Like, isn't that crazy, Dan? Like, why is the Fed talking about the stock market? Why? I think that's ridiculous. Good job, Laura. Laura's like, come on, talk more, please. Talk more. I want my puts to cook. Yep. A whole bunch of you guys are holding puts. I'm sure you're happy. Yeah, they definitely wanted to buy the dipskis. That's quite the fail for LFS. Quite the fail. Now testing the 200 EMA. EPSM, pop, retesting the 9 EMA. Seriously. Rob, you want to know how I feel right now with the Fed people? Like this. uh, Rob's gonna have PTSD. Now when Rob shows up to the stream, he's not gonna say anything. Oh, sorry, Rob. Sorry. Ah, that's gonna be the best meme of all time. Of all time. Can someone make that into a GIF, please? I think it's already a GIF. I don't think I saved it though, so I can use it in Discord all the time. Someone, Dan, make it into a GIF, please. So we can all use it in Discord, you know? Hey, Rob, you're gonna become a GIF, you know? And we're gonna use that GIF all over the place. Um yeah. I'm uh I'm still learning to put stop loss. You're very greedy. Yeah, I mean, again, that's just a human condition, you know? That's just a human condition. So that's why I tell people, like, you just have to put the stop loss so it takes the decision out of your hands. If not, you're not going to do it, especially if you haven't been able to do it, right? Diamond says, thank you. You've been amazing help learning everything I could off the educational channels. I've doubled my portfolio in about a month working with you. Let's go. Diamond, send me a screenshot, guys. Diamond, send me a screenshot. Diamond, a Gold VIP member, by the way. Gold VIP member. Diamond doubled his account. Doubled. When I say double, I don't mean like $1,000 to $2,000, you know, like not like 5,000 to $10,000, you know. Yeah, like doubled it. Cooked. Yeah, those are nice gains. Those are very nice gains. Beautiful. Doubling your account in 1 month is amazing. So make sure you take your time though, Diamond. Don't do anything too crazy, please. Alrighty. When you double your account like that, it's, now you can take a deep breath and say, "Husa." Okay, now I can take my time. Nothing crazy. Stop losses. Move forward. Patiently. with the strategy. Yeah, love it. So community, teamwork, 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 teamwork. There's nothing better than that. And again, for the people, for the new people, like if you can see, uh, yeah, if you can see people turning it around and cooking like that, yeah, yeah, that was a perfect retest, wasn't it? Perfect retest. Yep, yep. Love it. Some of you guys in the options cooking lab are just criminals, virus, just straight criminals, straight criminals. Uh, yeah, Rob, that was a good scalp. You know, honestly, the yellow candles have been quite nice, huh? So look at this, guys. Look at this, right? So we talked about the yellow candles, right? You guys know what the yellow candles mean, right? On the algo, let's just say you just gambled off the yellow candle, right? Just gamble, right? Shouldn't it shouldn't work like that. You have to like wait, right? Look at the yellow candle. First yellow candle, what happens? Bounce. Cool, right? Yellow candle means look at that yellow candle right there. In the midst of chaos, in the midst of chaos, guys, the yellow candle can point out and say, "Hey, hey, buddy, hey, something good might be coming," and then we bounce, right? In the midst of chaos, guys, look at that yellow candle right there. In the midst of chaos, the yellow candle. Wait, is there another one? Yeah, and then we're back to the beginning of the day. But for the most part, right? Like that's pretty impressive. Yeah. So sometimes again, the algo will help you with a lot of stuff. You know, if nothing else, just for confirmation of in like your thought process. Yeah. Cool. Nvidia's below. Wow. Nvidia's gonna mess up and turn red for the day. Red for the day. There we go. Mm. There you go. So let's see if this one can curl and this one can continue curling. EPSM is retesting again. Blah, blah, blah. NVIDIA looks like rubbish. So does SPY. Woof. My goodness. Can you imagine if we go from green to red for the day? That would be impressive. Okay. Is finding a little base, Smurf? I'll have to take a look in a second. Glad you sold? Yup. Exactly. Yup. Glad you sold as well. Okay, okay. We need something else to go boomskis for us here. Na, 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 na. Yep, there you go. Robinhood? Yeah, probably. Probably. There goes EPSM again. Bilal, did you get in this time? Did you get in this time? Shish. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Perfect. Yeah, Dan made that into a GIF. Ooh, that was a good plan A for you. Yeah, that thing said the entire market's crashing. Yeah, there's a lot of blood on the markets. Mm, 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 mm. Is spy turns red for the day. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be funny. Then the bears are gonna come out again, and there's gonna be non-stock of a market crash now. Mm, 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 mm. Would be for 750. Where are we now in the cycle? On what stock? Uh, yeah, on that specific stock, yeah, panic. Yeah, there you go. Mm, mm, mm. Looking good. Yeah, next time, Bilal, set that alert for the next one, and then next time we will all jump in. Ready? Yeah, that was good. uh, yeah, no, but again, that 275 was a nice retest though. Good job, Frozen. So other than this one, everything else still seems a bit suspicious still, right? Everything else just seems a bit suspicious for now. So yeah, yeah, that was good. That was a good scalp out, Frozen. Yeah, stay above 15 though. Mm, mm. Very nice scalp. Yep. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe Dan mentioned to you earlier that they would play games like that though. Little scammy games. So maybe that's what they're doing now. Is making sure that if you're holding those calls on Nvidia, they're taking your monies away. Zion says yes, Bilal. Let us know next time. Bilal's busy scalping this because that thing is flying. Sheesh. That thing said, "Excuse me, you want to roast Bilal again? Next time, don't do it." 320. Yee, Miguel. Yeah, that's difficult when it does stuff like that. Mm, very frustrating. Mm, mm, mm. Alrighty. Your order didn't fill at 360. Yeah, it moves very quickly, so it's a bit difficult for that order to get filled unless you're putting it, above the ask. Here comes 440 again. And another fail. Yeah, that was good. Smurf, I know you asked about that one earlier. I'll take a look. BNKK. I don't know if I'm sure why you're looking at this stock though. Right, that thing that again, it's trying to consolidate off 16 cents. So that's kind of your yeah, kind of your only support there. Right? So if it can stay above 16 cents, okay, maybe cool. If that thing breaks below, you have to get rid of it. If you're even in it, right? So this is the classic case of, like, we talk about this every day, right? Classic case of a stock goes below the 200 EMA, it drops, it bounces back to the 200 EMA, it gets rejected, and they kill it, right? So that happens every day on these stocks. So when that happens, you tend to want to stay away from it. So for now, that's the only level you should be watching is 16 cents. If it breaks below, garbage. Yep. 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 Yeah, the breakout, right? The breakout in this case would have been better for you than like trying to catch the knife on the way down, right? Yeah, the breakout would have been way better for you. There below, which I know is what you like to play with, anyways. AIIO with a pop as well. Yeah. Is there volume there? Is something to consider? JC, I think me explaining that should have answered your question. You know, don't make me find you, JCN. Don't make me find you. No, 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 okay. Let's go. 20 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200, guys. 20 more people smash a like. Let's get to 200 likes. The 25th. Okay. Hmm. 420. Okay. You've been waiting for a while. Yeah, but again, the stock looks like garbage, right? Like it, like it doesn't matter that you're waiting; it just doesn't look good. So, like I said, watch for 16 cents. If it breaks below, then it's probably done, right? So, unless somehow randomly just pops. So I don't get why, same thing with SOND, right? Like SOND, look at these stocks, guys, right? We've said this so many times. If you honestly just stayed away from the stocks that like are below the 200 EMA, right? Again, the only exception here was at the open, and we made that very clear, right? The only times we don't mind a stock below the 200 EMA is right away at the open, right? Because there's so much volume that anything can happen, right? But as the day progresses, if you're playing with stocks below this white line, like you're just asking for trouble. If you're gonna play with it, it has to really be consolidating for a long time, or just let it reclaim the 200 EMA on its own. Like look at SOND, right? Look at that trash lows of the day, right? BNKK, right? below the 200 EMA all the way up there. It's been trash ever since, right? So watch 16 cents. So sometimes it's just not worth the stress, you know. Sometimes just not worth the stress. If you would have heard the wait, which one? Which noise? You got back in, Rico? Uh, Stop loss. Okay, sounds good. I think this one popped a little bit, but I don't think it's really doing anything crazy. Robo AI. Yeah, this one looks like it needs a bit more volume. A bit more volume. EPSM is coming back for a retest of $4, right? $4 retest. Mm-mm. And then back to trying to test 420. 415. No, 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 no. Rob is busy killing a spy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Perfect. I think it's just that having that supply zone there, Bala is a problem, right? Isn't that crazy, Yogi? Like the isn't that crazy that Nvidia could, all of that excitement and Nvidia could still turn red for the day? Can you imagine if they missed earnings? Oof. Imagine where we'd be at this point. Halted down, minus 20%. Crazy. Anyways, we'll see. No, 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 no. Yeah, I mean, I think we've had this conversation, right? Like, can the market makers see your stop loss? Yeah. Do you think they care that much though? That hey, you know what, Yogi's stop loss is right there. We're going straight for it, right? I think the only time that makes a difference is if your stop loss is below a structure, right? The market makers are not just going to crash a stock because they see a stop loss. Because the danger of that is it's not just the market makers; it's also retail. If you drop a stock far enough, people are going to panic and cause a crash, right? So the market makers are not just playing on their own, right? Also, it's not a market maker sitting there and watching a stop loss, right? It's bots looking for liquidity, right? So yeah, they don't, yeah. They always take me out. Right, like the stop loss will get taken out if it's within a structure, like a structure range, right? So how about that stock? It needs more volume and it needs to break above that last double top there. Yeah, Bitcoin looks like garbage. La, 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 la. Yeah, I think the Fed kind of ruined the markets today. When you say like, oh, the markets are overvalued, well, you're referring to Nvidia for the most part, right? Again, I don't know why the Fed would be allowed to say that. If that's not market manipulation, I don't know what it what is. I don't know what is. Yeah, BTC. Yep. The negative sentiment is gonna, especially after Nvidia. If we turn red, the negative sentiment is gonna be wild. Then wild. Like, oh, even after Nvidia, you guys couldn't get saved. Well, yep. So the Fed might not cut rates. Also, the Fed themselves are saying that the market's too overvalued. Craziness. Craziness. That's wild. Oh well, we'll be here for it. Crash the markets, bring it back up. We don't care. We'll be here. Let's see, EPSM. Yeah, that thing just couldn't break out there, Bilal, and came back for the retest and couldn't hold. So let's see that yellow candle comes through again after it consolidates. Consolidation. Uh, hmm. 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 Uh, okay. 50 points from red. Tomorrow, bull will carry the market. Ah, Lord have mercy. Unbelievable. I mean, hopefully, at the very least, though, Peter, bull meets expectations with their earnings. Otherwise, just send that thing to the abyss. Hopefully, they at least meet the expectations, and hopefully, virus has done enough good deeds, where like the market says, okay, you know what, let's pump it. Yeah, yeah, they might just be filling the gap to Winterfell, maybe, or they're just destroying all those options. If you didn't sell your Nvidia calls somewhere close to the open, congratulations, finished. Unless you have so much time on them, but yeah, craziness. The virus, yep, virus is ready. Um, there we go. The yellow candle came through. You got banned, Andrew? I can see your comment. How did you get banned if I can see you? Like that yellow candle came through, Winterfell. Came through. This yellow candle is working today at a high level, high level. Can you please take a look at Beyond Meat? It looks like it might Chris, what's with you and Beyond Meat? BYND. What did that thing do to you? You think it might have found a bottom? I mean, mm, that thing's hitting a brand new low since we hit that $8 from 50 cents, right? So I think at this point you're just taking a gamble. Honestly, there's nothing else to this than just taking a gamble, Chris. Right? It might be a really good gamble though, right? Because we're in that demand zone, and hopefully there's a higher low. But you just have to know that it's a gamble because we're hitting new lows. Like we're hitting new lows after pumping, right? From that 50 cents, we had that big run, and now we're just dropping and dropping and dropping. So, uh, yeah, it's a gamble, right? It hasn't had the time to consolidate yet and prove to you that it's actually a base. So it's a gamble with a potential stop loss. Yeah, but there's not a whole lot else to that. Options, LUD. I'll take a look. LUD. I think looks like it's halting like every candle. This is like what's the other stock from yesterday? This is behaving like the other one from yesterday. The volume is 60,000 shares, right? Like super suspicious, but it's behaving like the shopping stock from yesterday. uh, Dan, that's animal abuse. On Friday? Yeah, but if you're banned, you could not come back, Andrew, is what I'm telling you, right? If you're banned, you could not come back. So you must have been like maybe just a timeout, but definitely not a ban. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to come back. When once you're banned, right? You can't see the stream, you can't chat, you can't do anything. So if you could see the stream and you can chat, you're not banned. Yeah. Hopefully, it's not a bull trap, Winterfell. uh, yeah, that's a crazy pop. I don't see any news on this thing. LUD. Is anybody holding LUD? Yeah, anybody holding this one? Kevin, yeah, exactly, right? It might be able to bounce at some point, but yeah, looks pretty weak. Looks pretty weak. It was a timeout. Okay, what did you do to deserve a timeout, Andrew? What did you do? Is this one stop shop? No, I don't think this is a one stop shop. These guys do. What did they do? Manufacturing excellence guaranteed. Satisfaction guaranteed. I know you can put the the phrase like you can put it both ways, but guaranteed satisfaction. They just want it to be extra, you know. You know how everybody else says satisfaction guaranteed. These guys, they did the opposite. NQ's red. Damn. Wow. Shish. Uh yeah. Red candles are brutal. Yeah, Bitcoin looks not good at all. Not good at all. That's crazy, Dan. That's crazy. 600-point drop. Wow. BlackRock is selling, 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 Musty. They've been dumping Bitcoin. As soon as the market dies, say it with my chest. Joe shows up. uh, Yeah. Why would you do that, Andrew? Why would you do that? Yeah. BNKK looks like it bounced a little bit, like dropped below and then bounced back up. Um, don't think it's out of the woods yet, but yeah, right. Don't think it's out of the woods yet, but then EPSM is on a bit of a downtrend. A bit of a downtrend. The ETF was showing outflow yesterday, Musty. Yeah, maybe that changed. I don't know. But it was showing outflow. 600 points. NQ all win. Yeah. Hashtag AI bubble. You could tell, like, even if the Fed is saying that the market's too expensive, almost like all of these guys, they live in the same world and they have the same friends, and they wanted to make this happen on purpose. Even when Nvidia said it's not a bubble, we were cooking, right? They said nope, you're a bubble, and then crashed the markets. Yeah, craziness, craziness. Yeah, they all wanted it to happen. Uh, here we go. So clearly, there's a downtrend on EPSM, right? Like I said, when you're dealing with a stock that's below the downtrend like that, you want to be very cautious. Alrighty, you want to be very very cautious. Yeah, very very cautious. It's to stop listening to her BS. Yeah, I don't know. I think Trump was right to maybe get that lady out of there. But you could tell that they're clearly divided. Again, I don't understand how you can work with the Fed and then talk about the stock market as too expensive. What's your job? Isn't your job to do other things? You can't even do your job. You're worried about the stock market being too expensive? Unbelievable. I don't get that. The Fed has too much yapping power in social media. Too much. Yeah. Go worry about the rates, please. Worry about housing. Worry about the. My puts need to pump. Exactly. That's the translation. We bought puts. We at the Fed bought some puts, and we need those puts to print. Jason, you're not wrong. But yeah. Yeah, it might be though. I don't think it should be coming from the Fed though, Musty. The market might be a bit too expensive, but the Fed that's not the Fed's business. President of the Fed yapping about the stock market. Uh, to end the war, I'm ready to work with the US and Europe for peace. Oh wow, okay. You're ready today? How long have they been ready for? I agreed to work on the US draft plan to end the war. They've been ready and ready and ready and then ready again. Hopefully this time they're really, really ready. Yeah, BNKK is actually popping nicely up the bottom there. So consolidate and then retest the 200 EMA. So your next resistance is 1730. Yeah. Smurf? Yeah, there you go. No, 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 no. Cook says not all market volatility is problematic. How's that? How's that your business? Not all volatility is problematic. She's definitely holding puts. Michael, not wrong. Not wrong. The other stock is back, guys. That crazy stock, LUD, with 65,000 shares, it's at $24 now, from 20 to 24. The window, really? Like whose window? Like your window, Peter? Oh my days. Well, take a video of them. Take. Hopefully they call the somebody to come fix it. Craziness. Yeah, stuff like this is always really dangerous. I don't want to look down. I want to avoid the Fed idiots. Yeah, solidly red now. I don't want to look at the Fed people. Should you buy a 3 Bitcoin? No, maybe you should start with half a Bitcoin. Um, uh, that's crazy, Peter. Good thing you sold those calls, because those calls would be so red right now. It's 808. No, it was halted, and then it came back, and it just halted again. Suspended and halted are kind of interchangeable from these exchanges. They use the same thing. Halt, suspension, same. Yeah, violence. You can tell how like the markets have slowed down now too, while everybody's looking at the craziness in the markets. Right. So when those big drops happen like that, people tend to kind of back off and say, "Hey, we don't feel so good about momentum stocks. Let's give it a second." So when everybody's happy, right, we can just focus on momentum stocks. But yeah, mm, that's crazy, crazy. But best places to live. Uh, Everybody lives in Miami, so Florida. Colorado is not good. Please do not move here. Yogi, go to Dubai. Yeah. Tennessee and Florida. No state income tax. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You can either move with Dan to yeah, or you can move to with all the other members in Florida. Florida is full. Madrid, Midwest in spring and summer. Yeah, so BNKK, right? Typical test of the 200 EMA and then rejection. So just be mindful of that, please. Yeah, and Schwab said no. Dang. Yeah, maybe get Weeble or something. Yeah, you don't want to look at SPY right now. SPY is free falling. Like someone shot it. That thing is free falling. Like, can you imagine being up 2% and then you're about to go down 1%? Damn. Shish. My goodness. I don't think anybody was expecting today to be a red day, you know? Wow, 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 wow. Craziness. I mean, there is a bit of support around 660. Let's see if it stays above that level. Crazy, crazy. BTC, what's BTC at now? At zero? I mean, pretty soon Bitcoin's going to be. We need a meeting with. Yeah. Let's see. What's your schedule like? We might be able to find like a weekend or something. A weekend or something like that. Alrighty. Let me know. Send me a DM because we chat about it here. I'm gonna forget. I'm never gonna remember. Don't make me time you out. Yeah, yeah. We could do something on the weekend. That's very cool, Mike. Yeah, can you give me some discounts, Mike? What about like same? What about these discounts? No 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 no. Summer's crazy. I bet. I mean, it is a desert, so 50% of the air. I can imagine that's how my portfolio went to their rush. Yeah, craziness. Yeah, virus. Yeah. Zcash. There you go, Jose. Yep. Violence, violence. Everybody was roasting Michael Burry on Twitter because of those shorts. Well, it looks like these guys were all working together, you know? Looks like those dudes were all working together. Putz. EPSM is still looking super weak. Most of these stocks are looking really weak now. SGBX is kind of looking for a triple bottom, 555. Bitcoin looks like it's gonna die. Like one more candle, we're gonna see $70,000 for Bitcoin. You cannot figure it out. Yeah, there's a bit of a triple bottom there, 555. So if it stays above that, maybe. Yeah, Jose, most likely, like if you entered 5 times and you lost 5 times, then your entries are just, entries need work. Yeah, become a Gold VIP member. You make some SB. Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, 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 no. Oh, look at that, Lisa. Good job. Well done. Good job. Good job. Good job. Love it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I did. We don't like Nvidia anymore. But then again, it's not Nvidia's fault. There's market manipulation, and then there's Nvidia. So Nvidia was fine until these idiots wanted it to crash. So and Bitcoin is just looking like it wants to keep dropping. Sheesh. You have bull earnings to look forward to. You better start praying, Tiffany. Pray, 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 because we're gonna need miracles for bull. Can I say, like, yeah? Anyways, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Can I say I have no hope in bull? Like Webull, no hope, no hope. Webull to me is like AMC reporting earnings. They well, you hope for the best, but you expect a disaster. It is sorry, virus. Sorry, that was my Kanye moment. Yeah. Emix, sure. Bitcoin just hit brand new lows of the day. Do you think it's grow tomorrow? What's growing tomorrow? Used to go first class with the. No way, Mike. Really? Oh wow. Like he stopped working, or yeah, $25,000. You took that for $500. That's crazy. Impressive. What's your position in Amex 808? Too nice. Yep. That's amazing. Yeah. What's your question here though for Amex? What's your question? Covered in too old vomit. uh, you cannot explain. I know, Joe. No, no, no. Yeah, 808. Let me know what your question is for that stock. Alrighty, and then we'll take a look. LFS is consolidating off $6 there, so that's not horrible. Your entry is $1. Okay. Let me just look at the daily quickly here. Want to see that $1 entry? The low of the day is 90 cents. Yeah. Okay. I think what's missing here is the volume, right? So clearly you need to break above $1.05. I think if I was in the same position, I would probably put a stop loss like right below 98 somewhere and hope we stay above. Yeah, how's it looking? It looks okay. Like it's closer to the highs than the bottoms, which is good. You do need to break above $1.05 though. If it breaks below that level, yeah, I would definitely consider getting yeah. So put a stop loss below them. And if you really want to give it room, then you can go below 95 cents. That's crazy, Dan. Crazy, from up 600 points down 200 points. It's nice when it happens like that on a good day though, but sometimes yeah, MNDR. Nice little spike there for this one. Highs of the day testing the view app. Uh, I think at this point it's more manipulation than anything else. D, right? Yes, we do dip. Like if you look at the market cycle, right? Look at this, right? November, there's usually a dip in November, right? There's usually a nasty dip in November, and then end of the month, we usually rebound, and then December, boom skis. We're ending the year at the highs, right? But clearly there's something fishy going on, right? But again, yeah, there is usually a dip in November. Um, Usually a dip ski. So that's kind of the cycle. That's why we say like dollar cost averaging is the way to go rather than picking a level. Clear manipulation by the, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean, right? Like this isn't, this isn't like, oh, you know what? This is no, this is definitely a scam. Yeah. She's just what she's been told. Yeah, but it definitely yeah, definitely done on purpose. Yeah. Yep. 95 of the na 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 na. Yeah. Mike, so then they still don't get the discount still? You would think they still get the discount. So especially like if you've been there for so long. Come on, Musty. We only like it that way. The other way we don't like. John, do you have a stop loss on those? On your SoFi puts? When do they expire? Andrew, you're just focused on the wrong things, Andrew. Just focus on the wrong things. How can someone be racist when they don't even see you? Unbelievable. Maybe focus on stocks, Andrew. Right? Ridiculous. Some people are just. Next week. So what percentage of like red are you down 50% or how red are you? I know you're down $500. Right? But like, are you at 50% minus 90% minus? What are you at? And they expire next week. So yeah, let us know. LFS is still consolidating and trying to crawl. uh, what's a good entry in AMD? A good entry is to scale in on AMD. Yeah, let me take a look at AMD. AMD is probably seeing blood too. AMD is down 5%. Just waiting for those daily candles to load here. Very slow. Yeah. I mean, you can kind of look like, I think we've been waiting for AMD to retest like 182, closer to 180. But yeah, we've also gone from 270 back to 200, right? So yeah, I think if AMD, I think you're probably scaling in. And if we really want to drop, then we could easily drop to 180. Like if the market wanted violence, we could drop to 180. Yeah, craziness, huh? 238 overnight, now 212. Yeah, will be worth that 20 cents USD by end of 2026. Seriously, Mike, you're not even joking. You're not even kidding. Is it time to convert all your monies? Convert all your monies, Mike. Yeah. Convert all your monies. Citadel sees the S&P rally to 7,000 by end of the year. End of year rally to 7,000, up 5%, driven by strong retail demand, light institutional positioning, Nvidia momentum. Yeah, read the bottom maybe. Uh, Retail buying and easing. We'll see. There you go. I need some mango and seriously. uh, oh, AMD bought the company. Oh, that's cool, Musty. Yeah. EPSM. I mean that 200 EMA retest, so closer to 310. Chris, it might not be bad. Yeah. No, lesson of the day is when you see gains, you take gains, so you put stop losses. Otherwise, those gains are gonna go. Not on the way down, Tommy. Right? Depending what you're holding for that. Yeah, I doubt you. Yeah. Then you can do 10x, 10x options, all in, same day expiration with the news. Boom skis. Yeah. So EPSM is bouncing off that support, right, Chris? So basically a retest kind of. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, AMD is looking nasty, nasty, nasty. HKPD with a bit of a pop. Hong Kong Police Department chasing the Fed. BTC is below 87 now. Oof, not looking good at all. Not at all. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nastiness. Craziness. Yeah, BTC might visit the low 80s there in the 70s. With Jabor, is MSTR play? No, I don't trust MSTR one bit. I'd rather you just go buy BTC instead, or some IBIT, something else. Yeah, I'd rather you like Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be fine, right? MSTR on the other hand, I'm sure they're going to be fine, but yeah, not a fan. Does anybody else like MSTR in the chat? I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, praising the ancestors right now. Seriously, can you imagine, Dan? Wow, Craziness. You gave up in the morning, you're like, you know what, screw this. Screw Nvidia, screw the markets. And then you look again an hour, 2 hours later, you're like, oh, whoa, whoa, what just happened? Straight to the abyss. That's crazy. Good thing we play with momentum stocks, and it was a good day. Today was a good day, right? Momentum stock wise, 3M, 5K, well done. On EPSM like earlier, just screw it. Are you happy you were done earlier, Jason? You happy? Yeah, good. No, 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 no. Okay, let's send this over. Let's do like 10 more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna hop off and go do some one-on-ones. Alrighty, please and thank you. Here we go. Has the ingredients MNDR. I'll take a look. MNDR kind of does, doesn't it? I think you do need to break out though. So 323. So a break above 320 would definitely signal that avian, but it needs to break out. So maybe set an alert. I'll be around for bowl. Okay, sounds good, Virus. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you when bowl reports. And then we'll be celebrating or crying, See you later, Virus. Much love. Yeah, we'll hop off in a few minutes. We will hop off in a few minutes. There goes EPSM with that was a nice little base there, wasn't it? A really, really, really nice base. Really nice base, EPSM. Force. No. Both got bitten today. Where's the lunchtime reversal? There's no reversal today. See you in Discord, Tiffany. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Alrighty. Yeah, this was a nice base. Is LFS creating a base? It has been, right? So kind of at like $6. So it does need some higher lows. I'm sure one of these names will run again at some point. So we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah. Yeah. Weakness. See you on the other side. Let's go, Scuba. See you on the other side. See you in Discord. But yeah, let me know if you have any last questions, guys. We'll hop off in like 6 minutes. Alrighty. So let me know if you have any last questions. Again, smash a like if you haven't already, please and thank you. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and come join us. Yesterday, when we got off the stream, we cooked again, right? SGBX. So again, if you're not a member yet, you're missing out. There we go. Let's go. Joe's smiling today. Joe, you were stressed for a little bit today, weren't you? Stressed. Stressed. You needed the Fed December 1st? Okay. Yeah, probably gonna get rid of it end of this week or beginning of next week then, Joe. Yeah, more? Yeah. Have a great weekend. It's Thursday, Raven. Where are you going? It's Thursday. You're heading to the woods tomorrow. Stay green? Okay, sounds good. Have a wonderful weekend, Raven. Alrighty, be safe. Enjoy the woods. With the markets doing that, sometimes it's the right time to go to the woods. uh, oh, that sounds fun, Raven. Later. Joe, let's go. Keep cooking, please. Keep cooking. Just don't take SPY all the way down to zero, please. But cook. Alrighty. See you later. See you in Discord. Yeah, MNDR popped, but then it failed, right? So yes, it had the ingredients, but it's at resistance. So ingredients don't catch flames if it's at resistance. It needs to break out. And then so we're gonna need something to cook later on today when the markets kind of relax a little bit. Have a great rest of the day, Desmond. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you later. And then come join us in Discord, Desmond. Don't make me find you. Come join us. Okay. Ron, see you later. CM, see you later. See you guys in Discord. See you in Discord. Yeah, so going into the end of the day, I don't really see anything that stands out like a guaranteed play for now. Right, EPSM, I'm sure, like as long as we stay above the 200 EMA, we're gonna keep watching this one. Right, if we can start to create some higher lows, that would be good. SGBX is looking like it's holding, above that 550 ish. So let's see if that thing can give us another run here. Yeah, it's raining in Nashville. Workout, nap, and a movie. That sounds like a good day, Dan. I like it. That sounds like a very good day. Desmond, yes, yes. Matt, have you not gone outside yet? Have you? Don't make me find you. What's going on with it? Just volatility. Just volatility. Volatility. Let me copy that. Post. Yes, go have breakfast, right? Enjoy the day, you know? Yeah. Don't just sit on the computer all day. Yeah, EPSM is still slowly curling. And it does have that VWAP there for resistance, so it's going to need to break above. SOND is also coming back a little bit, actually. Right, so EPSM bouncing, SOND bouncing a little bit. So some of these names are slowly coming back. Slowly coming back. Oh, dang, D. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, at the hospitals. Yeah, honestly, it's all the monies. All the monies, D. All the monies now. Yeah. All about the monies. Yeah. Oh wow, that's scary, dude. That's scary. Damn. Yeah. Matt 335 379. Perfect. That's criminal behavior, Matt. Criminal behavior. Well done. I like it. SOND, yeah. So it looks like SOND and BNKK, like all of these stocks from earlier today, are trying to come back, right? Clearly, this one's been holding that level, 808, right? So 16 cents, right? But you can clearly see too that you have the VWAP, the 200 EMA resistance. So we need to break above that level, right? So your resistance is like 1720. So it looks good, right? It would have been better off 16, right? Obviously, but now you need to break out. Cool. So a lot of these names from earlier are trying to come back because now the markets are dying. Everybody's like, okay, let's go back to the old ones, you know? Yeah. Jose, are you in a position? They're gonna keep pumping it if you know if they want to keep slapping the markets, obviously. Right? You just have to not get greedy with it though, because at some point we could easily come back. Yeah, it just hit your stop loss. Yeah. You just have to be careful when we have that nasty of a drop like that. They might want to rebound it a little bit. So good job, Frozen. Stop loss. Yeah. I like how those stop losses are all in the green. Good job. You're keeping them tight again. Good. There's nothing wrong with that. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna leave it here for the day though and continue in Discord. Alrighty. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Hopefully we get some cookas in Discord. Hopefully. I think we will. Alrighty. So again, be safe. Don't do anything Dan wouldn't do, please. Chi, make more monies, please. Alrighty. Again, much love everybody. And ciao. 15 mag. CL. See you in Discord. Chris, thank you. See you in Discord. SOND is flying there. Trying to at least. Yeah. D. Yeah. Kevin, see you in Discord. Bilal, see you in Discord. Alrighty. Much love everybody. Frank, that's a nice pop, isn't it? For SOND. Not bad. Not bad at all. You were wrong. Yes, I was wrong. Absolutely. The EPSM became a nice little gemmy gem, you know? Yeah. Bye, Diddy. Yeah. The breakout was better, though, than catching a knife, you know? So, Chance, good morning. See you in Discord. JC, thank you. Bye for now. Bye, everybody. Bye, guys.